What up, YouTube and all my Ryker riders out there? Back here again at the shop. Got another one in such a bad state of upkeep, a Ryker. Check this out. So when you leave your bike outside, seasonal, especially out here in NY, you're going to be subject to the elements. If you don't spray any corrosion spray, or at least the minimum cover the bike for the season or two, you're going to have problems. I have corroded wires, I have rusty brakes. This thing, the oil hasn't been changed for I don't know how long, so we're gonna put in some work on this bike to see what we can get done. First, we gotta get rid of the fenders, and we already did that. They were in bad shape. Now we're gonna change the radiator because that was in an accident and all the fluid drained out. So we got the new parts, and let's start putting some things back together. I do his battery. So something ate up his battery terminal wire right here. His ground, that's destroyed. You can see that. So yeah, that's destroyed. Fenders are all done off. So we're taking those off. We're gonna remove the fenders. We're gonna do an oil change. We're gonna do brakes, and we're gonna add a new exhaust. Oh, and we gotta replace the radiator because the radiator, he had an accident, which makes all of this make sense why all of this is coming off. So here we go. Another one in for the Ryker doctor. We're gonna replace these tail lights. Since one is broken, he ordered a set, so we're just gonna replace them. You know how that's done. Take out the screw from underneath here, pop it open, take out the 4 Torx, take off these, and everything is going to come right out. It's really plug and play. You're just going to add in the new brake light turn signals. Take this whole front end off so we can get this cracked radiator out. I want to do it. It's all twisted underneath. I'm trying to see if I could just wiggle it out and get it up. Might be able to do it. There we go. I'm just going to take off these clamps and zip tie these hoses up so they don't leak anymore and replace it with the new radiator. Radiator out. Think it's broken? Maybe. Hopefully the fan is salvageable. Just look at the rust. Let's look at it. 4 bolts, take the fan off, put the new radiator. Real easy. should all be 10s. We'll get the new radiator and put that one on. So this is not a OEM radiator, as you can see. This is an aftermarket. Don't know much about this. Never really used an aftermarket before, but let's see if it's the same size. Same size. Some similarities, but hey, you know, let's see if it works. I mean, it's definitely lighter. Definitely lighter than the OEM. Has this little dip on the bottom. I hope that doesn't affect anything. The OEM doesn't have that, but might be just some type of protection. Let's make sure everything fits. We'll use this foam here. Make sure everything lines up. It lines up. All right, aftermarket radiator being installed. Now it's time to do a brake job. So I already took off the pin, loosened up the nut. You can see how much rust and corrosion. Can you see all this rust and corrosion around everything? This is leaving it outside. So what will eventually happen is, to show you here, see those pins? They'll rust on you, they'll break, and that's it. Look at this. It's actually wasting away. It's crazy. There's nothing stopping nothing. This is wild. We'll crack these two bolts off, take off the caliper, and put the new brakes. There's not even a pad left. My God, this guy rolled down to the nothings. So, brakes are removed. Let me show you something. There is nothing on these pads. He was stopping metal to metal, and that's why they're rusted. Let me show you what pads look like.